Says we're live. Let this get started over here to see if it's muted. Did I get it? It might be. Or it's a long delay on the other side to see if I've got it fixed.
It's fixed now.
Okay.
I had to go up there because I couldn't move.
Yeah, I just got the notification saying it's live right now. So
Okay, because it kind of draggy. It takes it a little while.
Doesn't help it.
Well,
I have another YouTuber friend of mine that said that was kind of an issue for her too. That she gets like a little bit of lag going on sometimes.
Hello, Sheila, and hello to everybody in the chat.
Hello. I saw those shelves you had.
Yeah, but nothing on them. Just that one old bolt that I put on there just to have something on it.
Are you going to leave them that way, or stain them, or paint them?
I'm just going to leave them natural for now. He bought the higher quality lumber to build them with, so I'm just going to leave them natural for now. So
yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that one bolt's going to be lonely up there.
I know. And I had about 3-4 years ago, I made the little grandsons all the Boy Scout quilt. And I bought the Boy Scout fabric both because I made 3 of them, and that was what was left on one of them. But so I thought, and I needed that just to show Terry how to do the sizes and all too. So it'll be gonna all work out.
Yeah, because you want to know how from the front to the back, how big you need it so you can stand them up. You know.
Yeah. I've seen prettier displays, but mine's just gonna go up on them shelves, and as many as I can get up there. And then when I get them almost full, I'm gonna have him build me some more on another wall. So
yeah.
I have to start this slow. So but I will.
Other things you can put up that are quilt related. You know.
I mean, as long as they work, they ain't gotta look perfect, you know.
Yeah, but I've been in quilt shops that are so cute, though. They're all the little displays are so cute. I'm not a decorator. I'm not sure if it might be cute or not, but
well, haven't you heard, Miss Rita? You're apparently the cutest thing on here ever, so I'm sure it should be nothing for you.
You're the cuteness.
All right now. Rusty Bucket thinks I'm cute.
Yeah, I heard them earlier. I said that over a year ago. Well, sure, that's exactly what they mean by, be careful what you say. You know what I mean? Say some stuff sticks with people. Mabel, don't do it.
I see Frances coming up.
Yeah, she's trying to get up there. And I'll let Michelle introduce herself to you tonight. You introduce yourself, Michelle.
Hi. I'm Rita's sideline stalker. I've been that's what it feels like. I've been messaging her and watching her videos and stuff, and but I've never really done the I've never really done the video or live or anything like that. Someone's being a ham. Sorry.
But she makes quilts. You see?
Yeah.
She makes quilts. She's a quilter.
Yeah, I was going to ask if she was a quilter.
Yeah, I quilt and I knit and I crochet. This is one of those string quilts that I did.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty though?
It is. I do those too. I love them.
Scraps. I did that one. I'm working on the sew along with Rita. I've got the I had her send me a pattern for the what is that called? The applique chickens.
Oh, the chickens, yeah.
Yeah, the chickens. I got the pattern for doing the applique stuff on there, and I've done a couple of those already. And I've been crocheting for 24 years, something like that. 23, 24.
You want to show us your blocks you made in the sew along? You want to show us those? Are they there close?
Close enough. I can hop up on one. If you don't get off my lap, you are 100. pounds, bro.
She's got a big lap dog, and before we come on,
It's a big dog.
her kitty cats were jumping across the back of the
Were
cat.
they?
It was funny.
Our Quilt of Valor group one time, we did that reminded me of like that string quilt she showed. We did both of those in a Quilt of Valor quilt, and they were all like red, white, and blue, patriotic.
Yeah.
Of fabrics, and it turned out really good. Hello, Teresa.
Hello, Teresa.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Okay, Francis, you ready to say some good
Yes,
news?
farm wife. Hello, farm wife. Carrie, farm wife's here.
Hi, Farm Life. Okay, everybody's here.
Carrie, did you go to school today?
I passed. I don't have to go no more.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
good deal.
Hey, Candy. Who else? Beverly. There's a bunch of you in here.
No, I get them Tuesday, Charlotte. I go Tuesday, but I'm going to talk to the doctor before I get them and see if he thinks it's going to help my back. If it's not going to help my back, he's just going to have to do something different. I'm not going to get the injections if he don't think that that's going to help my back, because I've not talked to him yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
I want them to do what they got to do to make it help my back.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you made.
Yep.
There, we made you
Okay,
big.
so
Made you big.
my father is a disabled veteran, and I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. to pick him up. So the spare room, it's a 10-hour drive. My spare room that I have is where I've been sewing, and I've got everything, trying to get everything packed up and moved out of there because that's going to be his bedroom. But I found the 4-color.
Oh yeah,
card
you
trick.
made the card trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
Did you
wrinkly.
like doing that one?
To be honest with you, it was very frustrating because I have never in my life had to cut anything other than like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch seam. I've never had to do, what was it, a 4 7/8 or something like that. And
Yeah.
I do upholstery for a living, and I had to go run and find my husband. I'm like, honey, how the crap do I read a 7/8 on a quilting ruler? Because I had no idea. And then I've got, I don't think this one was in the sew along, but I found my, what's that
Ready.
called?
Basket.
Basket.
Yeah, the flower
I've done
basket.
ones like that in a
Mm-hmm.
Lori Hope book.
Yeah, I love them. I'm really big on them. And then I have something it's hand sewing. It's English paper piecing. I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, the English paper piecing. It was scrap pieces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
Yeah, I've been doing like the little ones. I'm doing the diamond shape because I'm going to do where I do like the diamond pattern of the scrap fabric, and then I'll do like a ring around the edge of white, and then another one with the color.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I'm really into the modern quilting is cool. You know, it's pretty, but I don't know what it is, but it's like when I was younger, I wanted all the new, flashy, updated, top of the line stuff that everything, came out, all the really cool, pretty things. But and as I get older, I'm like, wow, look at that feed sack. That's pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
like
I
all the
don't like
classics.
I don't like a lot of the new quilting. I don't like it.
No,
The
I mean,
modern quilting.
And I think, I don't know if it's necessarily the patterns or if it's so much more maybe the colors, but because I like color. My favorite's green, I love a lot of color. But for some reason, it just seems like, it could just be me, but it seems like a lot of those ones that they're making online and stuff, they kind of look more child-oriented or baby-oriented with like the color palettes, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, it's all like brights and pastels and like I have a father and I have 4 sons, and I have a father and a friend of mine, and I wanted to make a quilt for them. I'm not gonna make them some bubblegum quilt with like flowers. Like, I'm like, what?
But I love the flowers too, though.
Well, I like the flowers, yeah, but I'm just talking about some of this crazy stuff.
Yeah, I like the flowers, but Where is it? Like this one right here. Okay, so I have some reproduction fabric. I don't know how well you can see it, but this one is like, see if I can get it in the light here. Which way am I? This way more. See that, how it's the, like the old school vintage, like,
Yeah.
like calico type flowers. Like that.
Yeah.
I love that. I
I
love
do
that.
too.
I love that one. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, a lot
But
of
you like
them are 1930s reproductions.
yeah, they are. There's one line that they have that's called Toy Box Miniatures, I think is what it's called. And then Everything But the Kitchen Sink, Nana May or something like that. Yeah, I love them. Like those are those, you know, that's my jam right there. But I love those reproduction lines. I have some Civil War era reproduction fabric as well too, but I like the 1930s. A really good friend of mine, we were just talking about this. Her name's Rebecca. She's a crazy quilter. She has a YouTube channel called Crazy Rebecca Dances with Pit Bulls. I was just talking to her the other day, and she has a bunch of the 1930s reproduction fabric, but she's really
I do
into.
too.
She called it. What did she call it? The Atomic Age. And I was like, what in the world is the Atomic Age? And she's like, the 1950s. And I was like, that's when my sewing machine's from. So, yeah, I had no idea they called it the Atomic Age. But, yeah, I love, like, that era, like the, Depression era and the Atomic Age, I think, was what they were. But, yeah, those are, like, my absolute favorite. I love those prints. And because they're so colorful, but they're muted. You know what I mean? They're not.
I did a 1930s quilt, and it turned out really nice out of the 1930s material.
Recently, I have fallen in love with Kansas Troubles fabrics, which is
they are pretty,
leaning like Civil War type colors. But it's got tiny flowers in it too. You know?
Yeah, it does.
What is that called? Is that calico when it has those tiny flowers in it? Or is that a type of material?
Well, it's a calico print. The flowers and all is a calico print.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering if calico was the flower print on it, or if that was like the type of material, like how they have the homespun and stuff like that. You know, I just wasn't sure what was what.
And I think there's a quilt fairy going around. Because she also gave me a 1 month's membership for February to Mona's thing. And whoever did that, I appreciate it. There's a quilt.
I am one of the shortest people ever. So this is my friend Crazy Rebecca. She does, like I said, the crazy quilting. I made it's a roll. So these are crazy quilt squares that are made onto a foundation piece. And then I just sewed them together, and then I put in the little flap up here, and then the little pockets, so that way I could just roll it up, and then I got my little ties to tie off the little hook case, a little crochet hook roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Francis gone.
That's gone. Yeah.
The thing about sewing, you can be so creative.
Yeah.
The thing about sewing is you can be so creative and
I
just come
touched
up
the button.
with, ideas.
Yeah, that's one thing I really enjoy about it, because so I have been struggling with mental health a lot, and that's one thing I do. I get in and I'll sew, like with my English paper piecing. Just that rhythm, it gives me something to focus on, and it's just like a way. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's my happy place whenever I'm making stuff, because I do so many different types of crafts. Like I paint, I draw, I sew, I quilt, I crochet, I knit. I do canvases, I do wood carving, I just, like a whole bunch of stuff. I do jewelry making. So it's just, that's kind of my niche. But last year, I actually taught myself how to quilt.
Oh, last year. You've been doing it very
Yeah.
long then. Yeah.
Not even a year. I
You
started
got that
in
right, Rusty.
July or August of last year. So I've only been
Him
doing
and
it a few
Howdy,
months. I'm able.
Howdy from Rowdy. They're fussing at each other about who came in first and who loves Rita the best, and Wyatt and Rita in the kitchen cooking for them.
Yeah. No, I did. I felt like a stalker on the sidelines because I kept talking to her and I was like, "Hey, Miss Rita." But I never met her, and it felt really creepy because I'd be sitting there working on my knitting or my English paper piecing and be watching
Well,
Rita
she's
and
the
I'd be talking
best.
to her. Yeah, it's like
She's
nobody
the
can hear me,
best.
so I'm just talking to myself, but I'm talking to the videos. And my husband's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Watching Rita." He's like, "Okay." So yeah,
You're
I felt
watching
like
Rita,
a
huh?
creeper, like I'm just in there breathing heavy, watching it through the window or something. It was just really weird. So I was like, I'm gonna try to get on one of the live streams.
Yeah. And it wasn't that hard, was it?
No, actually, I figured it was gonna be a little bit harder, but just kind of linked it right through almost.
So did you go to school today, Carrie, or you didn't have to go? They told you passed already?
Nah, they wanted to see me, and then they told me when I got to class.
Oh, so you did go.
Yeah.
But you don't have
gosh.
you don't have to go anymore. What are you going to do with all your time now? You need to find some more classes.
So.
Gonna so.
That's the only way you learn is
But
to
you-
keep on doing it.
Try to get out of the apartment and see people too, Carrie.
I will.
Well,
I found 2 shops. With some more. I saw something online. I'm thinking going down when the good weather comes.
yeah.
2 more stores to check out. I found them.
Okay.
Well, you be sure you wait till the weather, is better because I don't want you falling.
No.
Nobody wants that right now.
Oh,
I
you
know, and I
know-
I don't want to. I ain't been out of the house but one time in 2 weeks.
Today
I hear
was
that.
in the morning. Then about at 10:30, I had my coat undone. That's how
Yeah.
hot it was.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's been 60-some degrees here today.
But now it's going down to. Right now it's down to 3.
It's ridiculous the way the weather is.
We've
No
had
wonder-
rain all day.
People is overrated. Yeah, but sometimes why do you think we go on here? We have to see people, even if it's from the table here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Around the world.
that's right. You got it.
So you're not talking to yourself all the time.
No.
You're talking to people all over the world.
Terry says I talk to y'all more than I do him. So,
You probably do, don't you? Be truthful.
I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons that I enjoy watching Miss Rita because so I was diagnosed a while back with agoraphobia, which is basically like you're afraid of leaving your safe your safe
Your
spot.
safe
And for me,
domain.
yeah, and for me that's being at home with all my animals because if I'm gone, I can go to the store, be back within 30 minutes. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gone for like more than an hour or so, I start getting a little angsty.
Yeah.
So I don't socialize. I have really bad social anxiety. It's just real hard. And she was talking about, this and everything. And I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I need to just stop being the sideline stalker and just start participating once in a while.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
Stop being the creepy kid at school and start making friends. Yeah. But yeah, Don Juan said this trip up to go get my dad's going to be horrendous. I'm going to have to take some of
Where
my
do you have
sedatives.
to go? Where do you have to go?
Yeah, where you got to
Okay.
go.
So I live in Oklahoma, like not very far from the Texas border. Like I don't live too far from Fort Worth. I think it's like maybe 30 minutes to an hour or something like that, maybe something like that. And my father is in a nursing home in Pittsburgh, Kansas, which is about an hour south of Kansas City. Yeah, it's about an hour or so south of Kansas City. So it's about a 6-hour trip to go get my dad, and then pack him up, sign him out, and then make another 6-hour trip back here. But you know, my dad's disabled; he's in a wheelchair and stuff. And it's gonna be my husband and then my friend Keith, who's gonna be driving us up there and whatnot. And I know it's just gonna be rough on everybody making that big of a trip.
Yeah. Is it gonna be raining tomorrow in Oklahoma too? Gonna be a rainy trip?
I think it said that it's supposed to rain. I think they said there's like a 30% chance of like light showers or something, but not big rain. It's been like raining hardcore here all day, but it's kind of letting up now. So I'm assuming it might be raining a little bit in the morning, but we're supposed to be packing up at we're pulling out at 6 a.m.
Okay.
So yeah.
So may I ask,
actually,
why is he getting out of the nursing home?
okay. So my dad is, well, I don't know how to put it. And I know you guys just had a discussion about it last night. Okay. You guys know who Darlene McCod is, or Mashad? How do you want to say it? Have you ever heard of her, the YouTuber?
No.
No. Okay. Well, she is a little bit of a brash personality. That's kind of me, so I'm trying to be respectful and just be careful on how I phrase things. So I apologize in advance. But so my father's in the nursing home. There's no reason necessarily for him to be there. There's no medical necessity. It's just that my father is a lot to handle, and I was not capable of taking care of him at the time. And my younger sisters they couldn't handle that. So he went into the home. But I am now in a place where I can take him in and take care of him. So I'm gonna go get him, because in my honest opinion, so my father, when my mother passed, my dad was holding her. She passed in her sleep, and he woke up with her gone, holding her, and that's hard on anybody.
Oh,
and my older brother, he chose to how do I say this? He chose to check out early, and my father found him.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
my dad's one that found him. So, and now my dad is sitting in a nursing home by himself, basically rotting away. And with everything that I am terrified, because once you put someone in there, they just go. You know what I mean? And so I'm just terrified that my dad's gonna rot away in this nursing home, and I can't handle that. I mean, he's on
like physically able to like walk, or in a wheelchair.
He can okay, how do I put it? He has very decreased mobility. He's not steady on his feet. He can, if he has bars or has help standing up, he can stand up. He can walk around if he's got a walker and stuff. But he can't, he can't just stand up and walk to the bathroom and come back and sit back down. His mobility is very restricted.
He'll need a rollabout.
Yeah, yep. He's got one. He's got a chair, and he's got his walker. And I actually was a CNA for a while and was going in and getting my nurse practitioner. I'm MAT certified through Oklahoma and with CPAP and lists and all that stuff. So I can do the in-home care myself. Yeah. That's not an issue. You know what I mean? But it's just I don't know. I just don't want to sit there and watch my father just pass away in a nursing home. You know what I mean? There's no need for it. But
it will be hard on you with him in your home too, though. caregivers, it's hard on caregivers.
It is hard for
Oh,
caregivers.
it is.
Most
It is.
definitely.
It is. And my father is a hard man to be around, even when he's taking care of himself.
Mhm.
But
I can just imagine. I mean,
yeah, he was in the army, so he's very strong-headed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's convinced that he can be as independent as he needs to
Hey,
be.
Mona.
So I got to keep a close eye on him.
Yeah.
But I was just talking to him earlier, and he said that when he was younger, he used to sit down with my grandma and sew. That he made himself a shirt and all this other stuff, and that my father really liked sewing. So I thought maybe I could sit down with Dad on the sewing machine or something after I get him down here.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he knows you're coming, and he knows he's coming home with you, and he knows all that. It's not
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah, he's been calling me every day, every 5 minutes, talking to me about it, reassuring, making sure we got plans set up. That man could not be more excited about it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it works out
Yeah,
okay. You know.
He's been
having-
through it. He's had like 3 or 4 heart attacks. He's had a couple strokes. He's got stents in his heart. He has like COPD. He's been through it. He's a victim of the Agent Orange from Vietnam.
Yeah, my brother is
so-
too.
Your brother?
You better hope he gets a rating. My husband was too, but
Yeah.
he's been out of the service. I couldn't tell you how many years and trying to get his disability. They won't
Oh,
give
my
it to
father-
him.
Yeah,
Well,
my dad's on
My
disability.
brother had colon cancer, but
So did
then,
John.
then something else happened, but that moved him up on the list, and they've been
Not
trying
John.
for 7 years, and then he got 100% disability. Then they paid him those 7 years, back.
See, they won't do John that. And John's even got a lawyer.
And now he's told me he has to take 3 chemo pills for the rest of his life.
And see,
Yeah.
my father,
Because he
he's
has
only
AIDS.
on 60% disability. So the lady that drives the bus here in town, I was talking to her. She said the same thing. Her father was in a wheelchair, and he was only getting about 60% disability. There's this company or organization, I think, was it called? Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Uh-huh.
You contact them, and for free, it doesn't cost the person anything. They will go through and they'll fight the VA for you. They got him up to like 120% on his disability. They got they came in and they completely remodeled and did his whole home so that it was accessible for him. They also got his wife. They got it filed so that way his wife was also getting paid for taking care of him for being caregiver. And they helped get him set up and stuff like that, because the VA, I'll tell you right now, I've been dealing with it for a while, because of my dad and stuff, and they are it's so hard to be careful what I say. They are just, they're poor. They're just so terrible. They don't do anything to help take care of the people. They really don't. It's awful.
Yeah.
And they guaranteed
they're-
when they went into service, when they went in, that they would always be taken care of and have free medical. John does not have free medical with the VA. He has to pay every time he goes, and he has to pay for his medicine.
Now, my brother
Yep.
is totally opposite. They have been over backwards. They pay for all his medicine. He's 100% disability. And like he had to have a section of his skull kind of cut out because he had a massive cancer there. And they took care of all that. I mean, they just do everything, for
He
him.
must have got lucky.
John's
But
been,
He
ever
must have
since he
got
had his
lucky and got caught
cancer.
in it.
Yeah, well, he goes
Yeah.
to, he lives in Memphis, about 60 miles from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was gonna say. It might also
goes
be location
to
based.
yeah, he goes to Memphis for all his VA stuff that has to be done and visits and all of that, and he just had another PET scan and they said there was no cancer, so that was good.
That's good.
So he has to go ever so often for that. But
Sorry, I quit smoking cigarettes and stuff at the beginning of the year, but I still use these vapes, and I don't want to be rude and smoke it on camera on your channel. So if you see me step away, that's what's happening. Either that or I'm trying to dig a cat out of a box. I've got a bunch of clothes and stuff here. I'm folding up and packing up to send to Rebecca for some of her quilting and stuff because she uses old clothes. She thrifts old clothes for her crazy quilts. And I'm trying to downsize. Hi, Lucy. I'm trying to downsize on my fabric and material and stuff that I got because it's too much. Oh, it's too much. A pretty lady. I got Lucy here.
Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
Hey,
She's the
Lucy.
cutest little thing. You see her little lips? She's got the little white.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She's got the white whiskers. Yeah, she got the little white whiskers. She's my ornery one. Oh boy, she is the ornery one. I was over here knitting earlier and she chewed straight through my yarn and snapped my yarn in half. I was knitting and didn't even realize it, so I got to it. And I didn't know cats slobbered. You know, like I know dogs drool, but
Hold on.
the yarn was all wet. She slobbered all over. I had no clue they slobbered. Done one. Can I you wanna move? You bet. Oh, careful. Big dog. I got you guys stacked up on 2 big boxes and you can still see the top of them over it. Hey, what are you doing?
Mona says, Carrie,
Judging.
you're quiet. Carrie's quiet. She's tired.
Yeah.
You tired
Go.
tonight, Carrie?
Yeah, so we're gonna do I've got these, you know those bags you buy from Walmart, these things? They're you pack your clothes in them and then you vacuum them flat. They're like space saver bags or something. They're called magic bags. So I've got a couple of these. I was just gonna take these with me so when we get to the nursing home I can put my dad's clothes in it and then vacuum it flat to save room in the car for all of his stuff.
Huh.
No, I thought that was a good idea.
Mona, what are you talking about?
Are y'all wore out from sewing today?
She says I wore her out sewing.
Yeah, good on you, Sheila.
I was a carpenter's helper today, so
I seen that. I was wondering if you were for hire.
and all I did was hold that drill and say, "Here, take my picture, honey." So
Yeah.
No,
because he had already warned me not to take his pictures, so here, take mine. So
You should have took a picture of him from the backside. He would know it.
that's usually what I do. Yeah, it's the only way I
Well,
can.
you know, all these women on here like for you to take the backside of his in a picture.
They want to see his Wranglers, don't they?
They talk about it all the time, don't they, Rita?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that, are you
That'd
talking
be
about
so
Rita's husband?
Having those shelves
Yeah.
up, your
she
fabric,
doesn't
you know,
like
get
to
it off
take
the
his
floor.
pictures, but when at the end she catches him, and then when he turns away, he got caught, and everybody was looking at his butt.
That sounds about right.
Hello, fabulous and friends.
That's not your fault.
Friends.
June's got to go. Night June.
Night, Jen.
Night, June.
Oh, and got cluck.
Well, I'm not sure these would even fit me anymore. I've gained a lot of weight recently. I have. After I quit smoking, I've been a stick figure my whole life. I've been a stick figure. And then all of a sudden I hit my 30s and I grew into my adult body started settling, you know what I mean? How you start getting a little bit wider. I started hitting, and then all of a sudden I went from about 130 to about 150, and then I quit smoking cigarettes at the beginning of this year, and I went from 150 to 197 now. And I'm only 5'5".
It'll do it to you. It'll do it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard when you quit smoking, but you just need to find something to,
Hard candy or
That's right.
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sugar-free.
yeah, something. My ladies. Hi, kitten. Hi, Peachy Peach. But yeah, no, I just blew up. I went big. And
You
they're
eat
getting ready to
Mona eats ice cream. we
speak. Yeah.
she gained weight from ice cream, chips, and pop.
That's one thing is I do drink a lot of soda. I have been trying my darndest to cut back, but ever since I was like maybe 12 years old, I got into the habit of I drink coffee every morning, and not just regular coffee. I drink it's like mud. Okay, it looks like mud. My dad calls it cowboy coffee. There's like an inch thick of the coffee grounds in the bottom of my cup. You know what I mean? And I just put like 2 spoons of sugar and a little bit of whipped cream in there, and I just, I don't know. And then I drink it's soda all day long, or I drink a Red Bull. I can't. It might just be me, but I can't stand the taste of water. I can't do the taste of water. I've tried slicing up cucumbers and putting cucumbers in water, and that's actually pretty good. I can do that.
How
But
about
just
flavored
drinking
water?
water, plain. So I bought some.
Lisa's a leaving, so but Monday night we're going to be over on Lisa's Monday night.
Right, Lisa.
I bought some of those flavored water packets, but
What kind of soda do you like?
well, I drink. My number one go-to is Sprite, but I
Sprite.
like Pepsi, Coke, Dr. Pepper. I kind of switch those up every once in a while, but
Night,
the one I
Lisa.
always keep in stock is Sprite.
Read it.
Well, what do you want, Rusty? I'll go see what I can scare up right quick. So
Oh my gosh! Sorry. You, this thing, get out of the boxes.
coffee grinds, heaping cup of coffee grinds to 10 cups, and that's awful. That's strong coffee.
I've got spectators.
That's cowboy stuff.
Oh, I see. Golly, how many cats have you got?
Ooh, too many.
Huh?
I have 5. The plan was we were going to have 2, and we were good with that. But then I stepped outside one day, and I seen, oh my goodness,
A kitty.
I seen a mama cat who had a litter, and the litter, there's like 9 of them. Their eyes
my
were
gosh.
just gunk shut, and they were flea bitten and skinny, and they were terrible. And I cannot see an animal in need of help and not help it. It's physically impossible. I rescue everything. So I took them to the vet, got them cleaned up, found homes for all of them except
Oh, Amy.
for these 3. So my dog decided he was going to adopt these 3.
Hey, Amy.
Do you want biscuits and gravy in the morning?
Yeah.
John said, yeah.
Mabel,
He can't have it anymore, sausage gravy, and he loves it.
Well, we'll just have biscuits and white gravy. That's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you was raised on a farm and he had nothing but pigs and cows, you can't. It's kind of hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is hard.
well, I tell you what, that homemade biscuit and gravy, that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Francis, has your
Uh-huh.
husband ever had red eye gravy?
Yeah. But he can't have that now because
Yeah.
it's ham. It's ham.
Yeah.
I never was a fan of red eye gravy.
Not me either.
My dad had a tradition every Christmas morning he would make that.
Yeah,
What's red eye gravy?
it's made with ham. The
Juice,
Dripping.
grease off the ham.
the grease off of the ham, and you pour coffee in it
Coffee in it.
and
Scary.
mix it up. You fry your
You
country
pour
ham.
coffee?
You fry your country ham. After you take the ham out, you get the bits off the bottom. You put coffee in it. Not very much coffee, just a little bit of coffee, and scrape all the scrapings off the bottom of the pan and pour it in a bowl, and you eat it with your biscuits.
So,
But
You
from
salt it
Why?
up with biscuits.
It. Mama used to make it, but I
pan, you
don't.
get all these drippings,
Yeah.
and that's what
I
you,
think I would rather just have a cup of coffee and eat some ham.
It's a Southern thing.
it is.
Boy, I tell you what, do not get me hooked on caffeinated ham, man, because I will never stop. Now that sounds so good. That sounds so good now. Ugh. My grandma used to do a bunch of odd recipes like that. One thing she used to do that I don't know what they're called. They look like waffles. They're these little super thin, crunchy cookies, and they look like waffles, like you made them in like a waffle iron kind of. And I don't know what they're called. Man, I would like to make some of those.
I've never had chocolate gravy, Joanna.
It used to make chocolate gravy, and when I was a young kid, and I loved it.
Yeah, I've not made it in a long time. Terry don't like it, so I don't make it.
I've never made it, but I remember that.
What's
child,
chocolate gravy?
Yeah, it's a,
Come on.
she made it. Yeah.
What's chocolate gravy? Is that like
Don't
chocolate.
get me to explain that one because I don't know.
It's
I
been
haven't
so.
made it.
I have to go back and read, but it's just kind of the cocoa and the
Probably
white.
got cocoa in it,
Yeah.
in the gravy.
actually in the gravy? Like it's not it's not just like a name for some sort of chocolate mix. You're actually talking about putting
Gravy.
coffee and chocolate in.
Is it milk and cocoa in a gravy like?
Yeah, the butter and the milk and the cocoa and making gravy. Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna see
Sheila
what
gonna look this one. Sheila gonna look this one up.
I'm gonna see what I can find out about it.
Man.
Where's Sandra at tonight?
I saw her in chat a few minutes ago, I
And
think.
Mona, where are you at? You're just sitting there. You're not coming over here with us. What's wrong with you? You're not at Uncle's tonight, are you?
And it's not as rich as chocolate syrup. It's a gravy, but
We're not going to talk that now, Mona. We're asking you to come on up.
Okay, here it is. Chocolate
Oh, but
gravy is a
Mona's
sweet
protecting Rusty.
is a sweet sauce made with flour, fat, cocoa powder, and sugar. It's commonly served for breakfast over biscuits in the Appalachian Mountains.
No.
Pizzellas is what she says. Those cookies you're talking about, they're called pizzellas.
Is that what they are? They're really flat and they look like little waffles.
That's what this lady said. Where was it now? Let me read it again. Jane said it's pizzellas are the cookies you're talking about. You have to have a special iron to make them.
It's like a little cast iron thing that's got like the little waffle stuff and like a little picture or something in it.
Well, Mona, what does that matter? I'm in bed listening too. I'm always in bed.
I'm in bed too.
For the last few weeks, I've been anyway.
But this recipe calls for a fourth a cup of cocoa. So it's got cocoa and sugar and 3
And
tablespoons of flour for the
Flour.
thickness, 2 cups of milk, tablespoon of butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
I'm just
Yeah.
having a hard time with that. I'm just having a real hard time with that. Chocolate gravy.
Chocolate gravy.
Maple.
Oh, I love some fried yellow squash, Joanna.
Oh, I do too.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Oh
I
my
got some
goodness,
Brussels
some
sprouts I got to
fried
cook.
Fried okra. That's where it's at.
Oh yeah, I got fried okra too. And I got okra to fry too in my freezer.
Just
Yeah.
anything fried.
Yeah.
As long as it's greasy and double battered, I'm straight.
Yeah, that's what Rusty says. Anything fried.
That's where that extra 50 pounds came from.
I do too. I love anything fried.
Yeah, I love fried okra too.
Oh, I love them. Oh, so
Yep, cornmeal breaded. Yep.
Yeah.
mhm. We're gonna be buying a piece of land and building a cabin and stuff on it. We're gonna start doing that, and that's one thing I want to do. I need to learn some gardening skills, but on top of that, I need to learn how to can and pickle things because
Yeah.
I love pickled eggs, pickled beets, pickled okra, pickled all that stuff. And I want to make some strawberry rhubarb pie, but I've never made it before either.
You
But-
never had fried okra, Maureen, till you went to Tennessee. I bet you like it now.
Well, hi, Timmy.
I love fried okra. And I love fried green tomatoes.
See,
Oh
now
yeah, I
that
do
one,
too.
I remember as a child, my grandma
You're
making
not?
them for me.
Gosh, I love them.
I don't think I
But we
liked
used to
them.
we used to fry pork chops and fry them in the pork chop gravy, but we can't do that now.
All right, you ladies are making me ravenous right now. I am so hungry.
What does
Like you just
Well,
heard
honey,
me
we
say,
talk
I keep
about
my
food. We
feelings.
talk about food, quilting, everything on this channel. So you might
Right.
as well have you something to eat in front of you when you come
You
on
guys-
here.
She did that to me the other day too with something. Well, those cobblers. Oh my goodness! I seen a video with her making some cobbler. Oh,
good?
but I loved it.
I want to know what the deal is. I went to Walmart. They had no fresh blackberries. They had no frozen blackberries. They
Are they
didn't
in
have
season?
blackberry cobbler. Same thing at Sam's. No
Hmm.
fresh ones, no frozen ones.
Are they in
Huh.
season right now? The blackberries and stuff.
Well, blackberries come in like end of summer is when they come. You would think that. I mean, they had
I
apple
can't imagine.
cobbler, strawberry
Which
Which
cobbler.
restaurant did you go to, Maureen? If I go that way, I might want to stop.
But I'm like, I wanted to make a little blackberry cobbler, but I'm out of. I've used all my frozen blackberries, and I'm like, really?
Yes, it is, Katie. Kathy.
I'm not sure because I'm not sure. Sir, can I? Oh, come on, come on. Do you use Walmart? Have you gone to Walmart?
Yeah, I went to Walmart. I went to Sam's.
Walmart has an
Try different
online thing. Yeah, they have an app and an online thing because that's what I do. I go online and I order groceries and stuff online and they deliver them to the house. But you can also go online and I'm thinking they actually ship stuff as well too. So I'm thinking you might maybe look online and just order them from through via Walmart online.
Yeah,
might
so
be
I
able to
don't
find them.
know. I'm like,
Good night, Mona.
they always have them. You know, if they don't have the frozen ones, they've always got this little cobbler thing, a blackberry. But no, they had a space for them, but it was empty.
Huh.
So
They did.
Is that the only grocery stores you have down there? You have Food Lion?
no. I mean, there's others, but those are the closest ones and what I usually go to.
Oh, okay.
There's another one I might try it. I can't do the Walmart pickup stuff because
I don't like to do that.
they pick the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I would rather pick my own
Yes,
food out. I'm not one that wants somebody else to pick it out. I'm sorry, I can't help that.
So no.
Because I've watched them packers before and seen how they just throw stuff in the pack in them bins. I said, not me.
Yeah, I think Mona said one time she got some real bad fruit and it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Put in
Just where
there.
they just pick it up and throw it in them buckets. We don't have a Piggly Wiggly, Mary. We used to
Yeah, we
years
don't
ago,
have-
but we don't
We
have one now.
Here.
You guys are making me feel like a greenhorn because I'm asking every 5 minutes, what's that? What's that? What's a Piggly Wiggly?
It's
Were
a
you,
grocery store.
were you born and raised in Oklahoma?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
I was born and raised until I was about early 20s in Kansas, and then I moved to Montana, and I lived in Montana for about 10 years, and then moved down here. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a Yankee. So
yeah, I was about to say my boss called me a Yankee the other day.
Yep.
Yankees don't know about fried okra and fried
Nah,
tomatoes. They don't
grits,
know
good
about
old
red
country
gravy.
grits, and
Good old country grits they don't know about.
yeah, grits they don't know about. They think that's something off the yard. But no,
Yeah.
that's some good. I had grits this morning for breakfast.
Chitlins.
No, I ain't eating no chitlins. I don't
They
care.
don't know about them either.
I don't know if it's the same or not, but like, the malto meal, or what is
No.
that called? The
That's not the same.
cream of wheat.
yeah, the cream of wheat. Yeah, there you go.
No.
Cream of wheat, but not grits. I like cream
I
of wheat.
cannot eat no cream of wheat.
Is there a
well.
difference between cream of wheat and grits?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
I haven't had cream of wheat in years, though.
Every time I make it, I always make it to where it's super thick and chunky, like I can scoop up with my spoon and it'll stick to it like mud or cement. Don Juan, sir. But
I really don't care for grits, so if I'm going to eat any, I want it to be cheese grits.
you see, I don't think I've ever had grits. I don't think I have. But then again, I like just food in general, so I don't really
You
see
put
me having a
butter in
problem
them
with
and
much.
salt and pepper.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
And you can
My
put cheese
sister,
in
my
them too and
younger
have
sister.
cheese grits.
Yeah, I
That
like
sounds pretty good.
cheese grits.
My younger sister doesn't like chocolate.
Oh, really?
Gosh.
Yeah. She doesn't like chocolate, and she doesn't like sweet stuff.
I've never had shrimp and grits, so I don't know. I want to try it though.
It sounds pretty good. You do.
Oh, the grits and the shrimp.
Then you got nothing.
Uh-huh.
Sir.
I just want something to eat.
I know, I feel you. I just want something to eat now too.
Poor John, he's hungry.
Yeah. You guys are bad influence over here. My stomach's growling.
When I was on Mona's Live today, I was eating peanut M&Ms.
Oh, Lord.
Those are good.
They're
The
addicting.
peanut butter
Yeah.
ones.
They're very
They
addictive.
Peanut
have
butter
so
ones are
many
awesome.
a day, and then that's it. You know, you don't once a day, but then that's it.
Y'all are all starving, Rusty says.
I don't look like it though. I tell you that much. I wish I looked like I was starving. That'd be okay with me. Yeah.
He's a big baby, isn't he?
Not my dog?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
We
he's
just
120
lost
pound
ours.
lap dog.
We just lost our boxer, and he was a big baby, I'm telling you.
Well, he is a American Staffordshire, and he was a rescue. So these people had stole him from the mom, from the litter. They stole him from the litter, and he was only maybe 3 weeks old. His eyes weren't even really opened yet.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and so I got him from them and rushed him to the vet. I bottle fed him, all that stuff, and he was stuck to me. And then I found out that he had heartworms. So we went through a whole years-long process, and about, gosh, it was several $1,000s.
I know.
Oh my gosh, yes. And having to baby him, medicine round the clock, you know what I mean? So this thing is permanently attached to my hip. And
I
that's just
see.
how he likes it, isn't it? That's just how he
Sounds
likes
like my dog.
it.
Yep, Leo's the same way.
Yeah.
She's underneath the covers right now.
Yeah, this one likes to get up under the blanket. He is a big old baby. He does not like the fact that I'm paying attention to you guys right now and not him. So he's got to come get in my face.
Come. Everybody's asking for you. Come here.
Yeah, and Amy moved from the West Coast to Maryland, and it was a shock. It took months to learn how to understand the language.
See, there's
Yeah, the language is different.
I don't understand the language. That's good.
Yeah.
there's mine.
There's Leo. Yeah, that little sweet Leo. I'll make Carrie big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there
That's a
she is.
cute little thing.
Hi there.
That's cute.
There.
Don Juan. You see puppy? You see puppy? You see puppy? You?
He says, I'm not studying no other dog. You don't supposed to be talking about no other dog.
Don Juan. I'm calling you. Don Juan. Don Juan.
Who's it?
What? Who is that? Who is that?
You looking? What is with this face you're making right now? What is this? What is this head toss? What's going on here?
It's short.
He's keeping you from the camera. That's what it is.
He's tilting his head back further and further, doing like this little motion.
You guys,
They're talking about some quilt shops.
Yeah.
now she's happy and I'm home now for good.
Mm.
What were you going to school for?
I was taking computer course and business course.
Like just like an educational course, or was it for like a certificate or?
Nope, it was no certificate, but it was on 1-to-1, and I got to know more about computers and stuff.
Well, there you go. At least you're what do they call that? Venturing
Good
forward.
night, Howdy from Rowdy.
Good night, Howdy.
Good night.
But I haven't learned how to unlock the printer yet.
Mm.
Sweetheart, you know more about that stuff than I do. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the printer's locked from my printer, so I can't use the printer on this computer.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. I honestly don't even have a computer. And I've got my phone, and I've got a smart TV that I can hook up to Wi-Fi and just play my movies and YouTube videos and stuff off of that, and I call it good.
I just have a cell phone, and an iPad. I like the iPad because it's bigger and I can see.
I like Samsung though. I like iPhone's security, but I don't like the way their processor and stuff is on their stuff. You know what I mean? I don't like just the way their phones run and how you work them and stuff. It's just
Well, I'm so used to Apple phones. I just had to get a new one, because my other one, the battery just died forever. And I just stay with Apple because I don't want to have to learn a different phone.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing is like I wouldn't
Not
mind.
Joanna.
I wouldn't mind having an iPhone if it was a little bit more user friendly.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. They just. Oh my goodness, I get frustrated really easy.
I think
Frustrated
mine-
with the littlest things, and trying to
I
switch
don't
over to the new
struggle
phone
with
would be
it.
frustrating. I don't want it. Don't want. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Your toy?
Oh yeah. We go through this about 7-8 times a day. He tries to force those toys into my hands. Yeah, I'm a good boy though. Take your rope. You got your rope. You got your rope. When he was a baby, I bought him a rope that was like, oh goodness, probably 4 feet long. It was long. And he grabbed a hold of that thing right in the middle, and he shook it so fast and so hard, and that long rope came around, and it just whipped him upside the head, and he dropped it real quick and took off running. He don't shake his ropes like that no more. He about beat
feel like
himself
he hit
senseless.
himself in the head.
Yeah. That's his favorite though, ropes and stuffed animals.
Hmm.
Yeah, he carries them around like little baby dolls. Hmm.
I do FaceTime with my Samsung.
Yeah, I do a lot of videos and stuff with mine on here, or not videos and stuff, but like video chats. I do video chats with my
Yeah.
dad and all that stuff, and I love it. Like I love Samsung. It's kind of my jam, you know.
Hmm.
Well,
Although I've been checking
buying
into
a
the Google brand, they've been the Google Pixels and the Google brands and stuff. I've been kind of curious about those. I
well,
haven't had one or used
a
one, but
cell phone I compare to purchasing a vehicle. I hate both of them. They're about as equal frustrating.
Mhm.
Rita,
Wow.
downtown today, it was +7 down there. Then when I came back up here, I had to do my cook back up.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
I was hot downtown. When I come back in Scarborough, I'm freezing to death.
Uh,
Mm.
They, why don't they bring the heat back this way?
why?
Look, he's probably wondering what's all this talking. He kept looking this way.
I know. Where's that?
Well, hey,
Hey,
Hi,
Kat.
Miss Kathy.
Hi,
How are
Kathy.
you?
All right. How are y'all doing?
Good.
we're
Doing
doing.
good. How's your wrist?
I'm late. I'm late tonight. We were watching a movie on Netflix.
Were you?
I knew y'all were on, but the movie was good.
What was the name of the movie? Do you remember?
The Hill,
Okay.
about a little guy that was handicapped and had braces on, and he become a baseball player.
Oh,
Hmm.
It's
wow.
got Dennis Quaid in it.
Oh,
It is really good. It's a
sounds like a
Christian
good one.
movie.
Sounds like a good one. I got Netflix. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's called The Hill. Matter of fact, it's just started coming on Netflix.
Had it. Okay.
It's really good. Dennis Quaid is playing a preacher, believe it or not.
Huh.
But it was good. So what have I missed this evening?
Oh, I graduated from school.
I heard that when y'all first come on.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And Mona thinks I wore her out today.
Oh wow.
Going on her live.
Yeah, I was watching.
Were you?
Yeah, I was sewing and watching.
Hmm.
Yeah, I started to come up there and I said, no, I can't concentrate on my sewing and
Yeah, I can't concentrate as well. I think that's why I was having used the jack some, but I got it done.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I was making cozies for my craft show for the fall.
would you believe I've made cozies for my kids? I have one cozy, and it was a gift to me.
Oh my goodness.
I need to make some.
We got a
And
whole stack
to
of
do
them
it.
in there. And usually what we do is we get the ones that don't turn out exactly right. Or, for
Yeah,
instance, the last show we had last year, it rained really bad and some of them got wet and the fabric ran a little bit. So we got
yeah.
those.
Well, the summer retreat I went to here in Oklahoma, we all brought a gift to give each other, and that was what my friend, she made cozies for everybody. It's like
We
15
love
people.
ours.
So I loved it.
And the casserole cozies that I've been making this summer, I take it. We have supper every Wednesday night at church. Everybody
Uh-huh.
brings a dish. And I put my casserole dish in my casserole carrier thing.
I've never made a casserole carrier.
Well, it's not a
Else I wanna
carrier
do
actually. It's called a casserole cozy. I think I showed that to y'all one time.
I think you
Mhm.
did.
And it's just a cozy, and you just put your
Put it in there.
dishes in it. Oh, and I found out tonight. Y'all remember a few weeks ago I told you my little friend was having twins?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all remember,
Huh?
she's having a girl and a boy.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Time
boy.
to stop. Time to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, her husband said, oh, no
One
more.
of each.
Mm-hmm.
That's a complete
Yep.
family.
Uh-huh.
And
Huh.
the little girl was really a blessing to me. And she says I was to her. But she's my pastor's oldest daughter. And she was adopted when she was 13 or 14. I think 14.
Mm-hmm.
From Latvia. If y'all know where Latvia is.
No.
It's a country connected to Russia.
Oh, Russia.
And she was in an orphanage and they hosted her
Yeah.
one summer. And they got close to her, so they raised money and adopted
Yeah.
her.
Hmm.
And
So they
they
don't
had her a
really know
few.
about her parents,
No.
Huh.
where the
And
twins come in.
yeah. So she was put in the home when she was a baby. I think because her mother was doing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And but she's told me a lot about her little life, and she was
You're gonna do this
mistreated,
again. Come on.
and a home she lived in, they kept food from her, and she would go out in the garden and sneak and pick her vegetables to eat
Oh my.
because they wouldn't feed her.
Uh,
And I got close to her because we'd already made friends at church, but she was going to, before she graduated high school, the parents that adopted her were homeschooling her, and she had to take a class for language. And because she knew Latvian language, she took English as her
Mm-hmm.
secondary to get her degree. I mean, her diploma. So, anyway, on Wednesday, they didn't have anybody to go pick her up. And so it's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes from my house. So I said, okay, no big deal. I don't know do anything. I'll go pick her up at 12 o'clock when she gets out of school and she can come spend the rest of the day with me. And that's how we got to be close for that whole
Yeah.
school year. I
uh,
You're a
picked her
doll.
up
every Wednesday afternoon, y'all were together.
every Wednesday. Yep, we were together. And then she got to where she'd call me, Miss Kathy, can I please come spend the weekend with you?
Uh, huh.
And my daughter, my youngest daughter, said, Mama, at the time she was 17, I think. And my daughter said, my daughter was in her 20s, already living by herself. And she said, Mama, why aren't you friends with a 17-year-old? I don't
Jealous,
know.
jealous,
She was jealous.
jealous.
Yes.
Huh.
And I said, I don't know. We just become friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
Yeah.
still now, she told her husband when they got married, she said, me and Miss Kathy's going to be friends forever. And she said, no matter what, that is not going to change.
There you go.
Well, good.
Made you feel real
And
good too, didn't it?
yes, it did. And I just love her to death. And she
Mm-hmm.
likes my husband. When she used to come over here, she'd get in his recliner and he'd grab her leg and pull her out of the recliner, and she'd just laugh.
Does she have any brothers and sisters like in the home now?
Natural, yes. She has a older sister and a brother, but I'm not too much sure about the brother.
Yeah.
Has she ever met him? I mean, since she's been
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, she's met him.
Well, the family that
Sure
adopted
has.
her, do they have any other children?
Yes, they do. They have 4 natural
Do they?
children.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they have a big family, and they all went for the weekend to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and did the gender reveal up there.
Mm-hmm.
And they had her and her husband cutting the cake, and
Yeah.
then they had the rocket things, where you shoot the colors.
Yeah.
They videoed it and put it on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Hi, Christy.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy.
Hi,
Hi,
Christy.
Christy.
So Rita, you tired this evening?
Yeah, I am a little bit.
She's been working.
Yeah,
I know.
her husband put her to work.
She's
I
a
seen her
carpenter
post
now.
Yeah,
She's a
I seen
carpenter
her
now.
I held the.
I seen her post on Facebook.
I did. Well, I did help him hold it up while he screwed the pieces together. He'd pre-cut them and pre-drilled them. So, but I helped him. But it wasn't that hard.
That's usually what I do is hold stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he looked like he knew what he was doing when he was cutting them, and he had that, I don't know what you call that angle thing in his back pocket. And
Yeah. Well, he's
Square.
that stuff. He's not perfect at it, but he does okay. So
The little triangle shaped rulers.
yeah,
They're called speed squares.
yeah.
Square.
Charlotte, she's
The name
due
of them.
in the end of June or July. And yes, her name is Vita, Vita.
VITA.
Mm-hmm.
Hello to Christy Lou.
Hello, Christy.
So, Carrie, what are you going to do with your time now?
So.
So.
She's got the sewing bug in her.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good too. I'm glad.
Me too.
I seen that
That's
she was
first-
making those catnip bags.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
That's the first thing I do is
Is that too much, hon?
usually around lunchtime is go straight in my sewing room.
Yeah, I normally when I wake up, I'll wake up and I'll make my coffee and I'll potty the dog, and then I'll sit down, and that's when I start doing my I'll work on my English paper piecing, and then that's getting to pretty much morning ritual for me now is work on my hexagons. But the other quilting and stuff that's usually comes after. I got to do my warm up sewing before I get in and start doing quilting blocks. So
Yep, there it is, right there. There's the catnip bag.
Yeah, I messaged on there. I commented. I was like, I need about 50,000 of those.
Okay, no problem. I will mail it up to you.
And Miss Rita, she's like, oh my goodness, what was that? Because when I came on before we started streaming, my kittens were running around back there, and what it is I have it's catnip, but it's compressed into a brick, so it kind of like charcoal, kind of like a little charcoal brick type thing. And it's just got little ears, and oh, you know what? Oh no, memento, it's right here.
Before we came on, though, along the back of her couch, a cat kept running this way and then run back the other way and run back and forth.
I love cats, but I don't have one right now.
Yeah, I've seen one of those before.
Yeah, compressed catnip. And ooh, it's wet. Somebody was chewing on it. So yeah, I guess they were just doom. Oh man, they are deadly when they get when they get high. Oh, they're deadly.
Okay, I will make you a whole bunch and I will send it to you.
Absolutely, I love them. I'm sure they'd appreciate them.
Huh.
And dare I put girl? Oh, they are just. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. They're 8 months old, and I keep telling myself the older they get, the more they'll calm down.
No, I doubt it.
I know, but you have to have faith sometimes. You know what I mean?
Ladies, I don't know if you can see this. Rita, if you'll make me big a minute.
Big.
This is my friend. I don't know if you can see.
Oh my
that.
goodness,
Oh,
she is
okay. She's
gorgeous.
pretty.
Oh, yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Huh.
That's a
She is
beautiful girl.
Oh
Isn't
yeah.
she?
Yeah.
She is gorgeous.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She's tall too.
Very
No wonder
tall,
your daughter
very
was getting
short.
jealous. She's a
Okay.
pretty lady.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, Vita, make me little.
Okay. Okay. Hello, Hugo.
Yeah,
Fred.
I'm only 5'1", and so that makes her look real big.
Yeah.
I'm 5'5", so I've only got a few inches on you, but all the ladies, all of them, every single one of the women in my family, we all look the same. We are all about 5'5"-ish, a little more rotund in the middle, and dark hair. We are all short and round with dark hair. That's what we all came out that way.
About the purple on your string quilt. How do you do the purple on your string quilt?
Oh, okay. So what I did was I took a piece of backing. So I have it's covered in dog hair, just black fabric. And then I put so I did a sandwich. It's the batting, or the backing fabric, the batting, and then I just sewed the strips on diagonally. So it did like a
So
quilt
it's
as you go.
quilted as you sew.
Yes, it's a quilt as
Yeah,
you go.
I've did that one before too. I love it. It's fast.
Then when I get done with my blocks, what you do is you cut a 1-inch strip
Mm-hmm.
and you cut a 1.5-inch strip, and you pin them. You're gonna fold over and iron your strips, and you're gonna pin them. So you're gonna have so on it you'll have your block. You'll take the 1.5-inch strip and you'll put it on the back, and then you put the other strip on the front. So they'll be facing like this way, and then so you'll have one strip here and one strip here, and you'll sew it down. And when you do that and you open it up, they kind of are sticking
And
out over
attach
the edge.
it to the next one.
And then you take this one, you put it here, you sew it down on the back, and then you take this one and flop it over. So it's kind of like you almost make like a cuff almost with this purple fabric. You almost make like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. You basically make like little flaps, and then you sew the back part, you sew this part on, and then you flip it over, fold that over, and sew that down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm going to say a seam or a binding, but clearly
Is it kind of like doing binding?
Yes, exactly. It's like doing binding. So you'll sew it down
'Cause I
on
know
both sides,
a
and then you
border
just
or a binding.
it's oh my goodness, I don't know how to explain it. Was it bias tape? You know bias tape?
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's basically what it is. I basically made a piece of bias tape, and then this side right here is sewn on, and then I'll take it and fold it over onto the top of this piece
To connect it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you look, it is sewn on both sides here, because you'll sew this on, and then you'll pull this over, and then sew it down onto the other side like that.
Okay. I like it better that I can see it in the big picture.
Yeah.
More sense.
There's a lady that I watched on YouTube. She explained how to do it. I don't know how to share a link on here.
I think I have a book in there called Quilt As You Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that somebody gave me.
I'm curious as to if I might be able to find it on here real quick.
You could like type it in the chat.
Mhm.
She went to go find it.
For
Yeah,
some-
anything you go do, then it like kicks you out. Yeah, I've never done a quilt as you go. I haven't done
I
that.
haven't either.
I've did one.
I don't know if I'd be interested in it.
Did you
be
enjoy it,
honest.
Francis? Did you,
Yeah, I did mine a little different.
since you said you did one, I think well maybe
Yeah, but mine wasn't quite, you know. I did mine a little bit different.
Thank you.
I like the old timey quilting.
Mhm.
Well, my son always told me it really wasn't quilting unless you hand quilted the quilt.
Oh, baloney.
That's what I
It took
told
me 3 years to make a quilt by hand. And it was a queen size. It was a Dresden, fancy Dresden plate with the fancy borders and all.
Yeah.
And honey, I hand quilted that thing. I said, never again once I learned how to sew them.
Yeah.
I hand quilt.
I can't. Well, I did hand quilt my Underground Railroad. I did hand quilt that. Because you do some of the
haven't done
large
it, but
quilter stitches in that.
Mhm.
Huh?
I haven't done that, but I don't think I want to.
Oh, it's not bad. It's
I
not bad at
love it.
all.
I
See, I'm
love
doing
it. I
I'm
love
doing
to
an
sit
English
and-
paper piecing by hand right now with the hexagons, and yeah, I adore it.
But yeah, that Underground Railroad. The only thing that I couldn't do because my printer wasn't able to do that. I got another printer now, but a lady took it home for me and she printed out the saying about it that you put in the last block. But I mean, it's just regular quilt blocks. It's
Mhm.
not bad. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I
there
enjoy
like
hand quilting.
And I
Wasn't
use
there-
the huh?
oh sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. What I was thinking, my brain kind of goes faster than my mouth sometimes, so I apologize in advance. So what is it? I was Eleanor Burns. I was watching Eleanor Burns, and she was talking about they had like the quilt blocks on Barnes quilt she was making. There's something about one of the blocks. I can't remember which one it was, but one of the blocks was used as a symbol for people as, hey, this is a Underground Railroad safe house type thing or whatever.
I remember watching that.
I
Yeah,
made
okay,
mine
good.
in the
So I'm not just
Civil War
making stuff up.
material, Sheila.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not making stuff up here, but I thought that's what it was. But yeah, I thought that was pretty handy. I actually wouldn't mind making one of her quilt blocks on barn quilts, or that's a weird name, but you know what I mean. There was
Yeah,
a
Sheila, I did mine on the Civil War quilt, the material,
Did you?
the reproduction
and
fabric.
it turned out really pretty.
I just think that not
I'll
only
show it to y'all one day, but not tonight.
it's learning
Trevor
the
and Johnny both are asleep in the living room, and I got the door closed.
and it would
They
make
fell
my-
asleep, so I just left them.
You
Think it
think
would make
Trevor sleep all night?
I doubt it. He hadn't slept all night long. He came over here. He started playing the game with his dad, and he fell asleep. We tried to wake him up to eat dinner. He came to the table, and he just was, just out of it. So Johnny told him to go back and lay down. And Johnny said, I'll just wake him up in a little while so he'll sleep tonight. Well, they're both asleep in there. So Trevor will probably be getting up in the middle of the night and waking his daddy up.
Oh goodness. Now I don't know about Trevor, but my granddaughter, she can sleep 12, 13 hours at straight.
No, Trevor can't. He's autistic and he can't. Well, you can tell by the way he talks. I mean, it's
Mhm.
he just
Yeah.
rolls on. He is He's 9 years old and he's autistic. And we
Well,
finally
Zoe
got
is
him. Uh
Zoe is Ashburger, but
huh.
when she was
Asperger's, yeah.
little,
Yeah, I know
when
what that
she was
is.
little, she fought her sleep so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And once you got her to sleep, though, she would sleep 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
But it was getting her to sleep was
Yeah.
the problem.
Mm.
But Trevor's spoiled rotten.
So
And
is
they
Zoe.
do it because he's autistic. But he's
Mhm.
so smart. I
Yeah,
mean,
autistic children are
electronics, he can
all
tell you
smart.
anything you want to know about electronics.
Mhm. That's
I
He
think
good.
can
Maybe
take
that'll be
something
the
apart and put
ticket.
it back together.
any
He is
12-year-old can work a cell phone.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, yeah. It's terrible.
They sure can.
Yeah, they don't know what like a rotary phone is or a push button.
No.
Yeah, they don't know
Well,
that.
my granddaughter doesn't even know how to tell the time with a normal clock like we learned,
Oh, Charlotte, that's sweet.
because
Well,
she knows
I'm
the
glad that
digital.
Jaden's school, I can't remember what grade she was in because she's in fifth. No, she's in sixth now. But in her earlier years, I mean, they were teaching her time, and she'd have homework with these clocks and say what time it was. Had different times. So I'm glad that she did learn how to read a clock and not just look at
Mhm.
the phone.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go look at some of my books. I think I've got something.
Did
Francis,
you sew any?
no,
Did you
no,
sew any today?
not today. I
Me?
didn't
Oh, no, I haven't either. I've not sewed any in a long time.
Well, maybe you'll
But
get back to it pretty soon.
yeah, I'm gonna get back to it and I'm gonna get everything caught up so I can be right in there with y'all. Or try
I was
to.
gonna, I was gonna ask you. You said you've been using heat on your back.
Yeah.
Um, on this program that we're on, where you get the stuff every 3 months,
Uh-huh.
I get heating pads that stick
Mm-hmm.
to your clothes
Oh,
that
really?
last all day long.
Huh.
I get it on that program.
Uh-huh.
You might want to check into that, because
I
you
I
can
get
wear them.
heat I get heating pads, but I haven't never seen that, but I'll have to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
See if
Get
it
it.
comes in mine.
Yeah.
All of my
Um.
stuff is through CVS as far as over the
Okay.
counter.
CVS has them. I don't like them as well as I do the Walgreens, because we
Are
can
they
do
the Salon
Walgreens
Pass?
too.
Is it called Salon
No,
Pass?
no,
It's
but it's
not.
in the same area.
Yeah.
What are they called, Larry? No, the heat ones. He's gonna go get one and I'll show you
You were talking
what it
about
is.
you were talking about
Heating
for lower back.
pads for your back. They're only about so big, about that big,
Because I ordered
and
some
they
of the
have a
Salon Pass,
sticky on
however
them.
you say that.
Yeah,
Salon
Larry
Pass.
uses those, and I don't like them. But
I went and looked through my
just hand it
books.
over the computer.
Did you find the?
Here's a Eleanor Burns Quilting a Day.
Uh-huh.
Somebody gave me a bunch of quilting magazines and books. Here's one called Still Stripping After 25 Years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen her when she would do that. I'm still stripping, and she would have the feathers and rubbing them on
Yeah.
her neck.
Yes.
And this one is called Egg Money Quilts.
Oh yeah. I remember watching her shows. Egg Money
Yeah, me
Quilt.
too.
So
She was
Don't.
very comical.
This
this
is
has
it,
got a lot of
Francis.
templates in the back of it.
Huh.
I'll have
Rita,
to
you
look
want to
and
make
see
it
if they
big
have
so
it in
she
my
can see it?
book. Heat therapy
I
patch.
I
Uh-huh.
love Eleanor Burns. I love her.
And CVS also has them,
Uh-huh.
but they're a different packaging, but they
I'll have
do
to look
have.
and see. I got a book that I can order from every
Mhm.
3 months, and I get
Yeah.
like $105 every 3 months. I get it, and John
Now,
gets it too.
right. Now, in our book, they stopped carrying these, but because we can go to CVS or Walgreens, they have them.
Uh huh.
Now, one thing I will say is the sticky on the back of them
Uh huh.
sometimes don't stick very well. It falls off.
Uh huh.
Excuse my pun, but when you go to the bathroom and you pull your pants down,
Yep.
you hook it to the back of your clothes, it'll fall off.
Yeah.
But what I've learned to do is to take a little small safety pin,
Mhm.
just the little bitty ones, and you can
Yeah.
pin it to your underwear on the
Yeah.
inside. And
Yeah.
that way it stays up there. And it
Right.
lasts is it says 8 hours, but
Yeah.
mine has lasted 10 hours.
Huh?
Yeah. I'll
And
have to
it's
check
just
into
as
that.
hot. Yes. And they make that size, the small size, and a large size. But this size works perfect for my
Yeah.
back.
Maureen, I'm going to, and I promise that I'm going to do that bag that like I sent to Rita. I
Mhm.
am going to do it because I've got there's several people that's interested in it.
I've
Mhm.
got all my stuff in one little bag in there
I know. I
in the
know.
closet, just waiting.
If it
And
hadn't
we're
been,
going to
it's been
when my back gets better and I can sit behind the sewing machine and all, we're going to do that. We are definite. I already told you, didn't I, Rita, that we're
Mhm.
definitely going to do it.
Yeah.
I was hoping to do it, and then my back got bad, so I couldn't do it then. And now you're doing that sew along, so that's distracting right now.
Mhm.
But when my back gets better, I promise I'm going to. 'Cause I
Where you
still
got
got
more
everything
cabinet?
right in the same place.
You
Kathy, I
got
don't have.
more shelves to make tomorrow,
No,
Rita?
those one wall's made. We're going to make some more walls another time. I don't have enough fabric to fill that one yet. So,
Oh, okay.
Have
so
you already started getting your fabric?
one box came today, but a lot of it's future orders, so it won't be coming for
Oh,
now. So
Are you going to
are
show
you
us what you got?
tomorrow.
Okay,
um?
good
Did you
deal.
Are you gonna like get notions and stuff like that too? Rulers and
Well, yeah, I have to. I'm required to buy so much, and part of it's notion, so it will
yeah,
be stuff like that.
that's
Kathy,
gonna be nice. And you advertise it. I bet you're gonna have all kinds of visitors.
I don't know. It won't be nothing big or fancy. So.
Well,
Yeah.
the only quilt shop around you closed down, so now you're going to have a quilt shop so people, and
Hmm.
she'll probably tell people too, and then they'll come to Rita.
Her stuff moved to the next county, so it's not too far away.
So isn't the
Yeah.
closest one to you like in Clarksville?
From the closest one's in Russellville now.
Russellville. There's
Russellville.
not one in Clarksville?
Uh-uh. I guess, can you buy fabric at Walmart? I've not been to Walmart for
Yeah.
yeah.
years.
At
Yes.
some Walmarts you
No,
can.
I'm talking about
Hmm.
a dedicated quilt shop.
Oh, no. Uh-uh.
Really? Huh.
You know, Miss Rita, I used to live in Arkansas for a short time.
Did you? Whereabouts in Arkansas do you live?
It's a little town outside of Mena called Acorn.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I lived there for a little bit, and that's actually where my dad and I are looking into trying to buy some land at as well,
Okay.
because it's in the surrounding areas, it's a little bit cheaper per acreage to purchase land
Yeah.
over in Arkansas.
What is Mena near? What is that near? Mena.
It's south of Fort Smith in the wash
Yeah,
pile. Yeah.
yeah, it's south of Fort Smith. I think it's oh goodness,
Scott
I think it's
County.
closer to,
Yeah.
Close to, I know it's close to the Oklahoma. Is it Oklahoma or it's Texas?
Yeah,
Close to the border.
it's over in the western side of Arkansas. So
Mhm.
It must be pretty south then.
yeah, but not real south.
Not
It's
real
south of
south.
Fort Smith, but not real south.
Okay.
I think it's like right off the western the state border, right on the west side, just kind of like maybe kind of like above the south, but not quite all the way north.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because
That
I've
makes
seen
sense.
Nina on I-40 before, like an
I
exit.
think
Like
it's close to Texarkana. I'm wanting to say maybe.
No, Texarkana is quite a bit south of Mena, I think.
Is it?
So it would be like between Texarkana and Fort Smith, somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
okay.
Kathy, Charlotte's asking you what city you're in Georgia.
Union City is the name of the town. It is about 15 minutes from the Hartsville Airport, Atlanta Airport, south.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes from Atlanta.
Yeah, I can see where I'm at right now in Oklahoma. We're basically about an hour south of Oklahoma City, right down, like maybe an hour or so away from
Oh yeah. I live west
close to the
of
border.
Oklahoma City in Piedmont.
You live in Piedmont?
Yeah.
I have an idea of where that's at. Is that, I think my sister, is that over like the Edmond area or Norman?
No, Norman is south of Oklahoma City. I'm not all that far from Edmond. Yeah.
Okay, see my sister, I have two sisters that live in Edmond right now.
Good
Do
night,
you?
yo Patty.
Yeah, my two younger sisters, the baby and the one right under me. I'm the oldest of 5 girls.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Piedmont only has population of like 7,000. It's
yeah.
real small.
Well, y'all, I'm going to get off of here because it's after 10 here,
Okay.
and I'm going to go wake Johnny up.
Okay.
I'm going to
All
be
right,
the
good
mean
night,
mama
sweetheart.
and say, go to bed.
Yeah.
Here I am waking my 42-year-old son up, telling him, go to bed.
I just let him sleep where he's at. That's the best sleep.
Yeah, he's in my recliner chair. that
Yeah, just let him
In a
sleep.
recliner, that's not that bad. If he's resting,
No.
let him
and
rest.
Trevor stretched out on the couch.
Yeah, just let him sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably will, but I'm gonna go, and I will talk to y'all maybe tomorrow. Maybe
Okay.
I'll see you on tomorrow, Rita.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
Precious.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
Yeah,
night.
yeah, Kathy. No, I don't have to worry about taking 3 buses downtown no more.
That's good. Oh, Carrie.
That's a lot of bus rides, lady.
Yeah, I don't do trains.
That's dedication right there.
I would get on the wrong bus and they'd take me to the wrong spots while I do.
I know.
I would end up 4 states away on accident if I wasn't paying attention.
Me too. Yeah.
I've seen me do it, okay? I have seen me do it.
I used to ride my bike from where I used to live at Scarborough Golf Club in Lawrence. I used to ride my bike from there all the way down to Sunnyside Park and all the way back again from downtown.
Hmm.
Yeah, I tried to ride a bike last year. Oh my goodness, I think I made it 2 blocks before I called one of my friends and told him to come pick up a bike.
I can't remember the last time I was on a bike. I would probably think I could ride it, but I don't know if I could or not anymore. So
Well, I could. I just know I did not want to.
Yeah, they have bikes just for seniors. They have 3-wheelers.
oh, 3-wheelers.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love to get one of those adult tricycles. Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, the one that has the 2 wheels on the back and one on the front. Yeah.
And they have a basket in the back to take your groceries with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I would need a
Can
really,
we
really
get one of
big
them?
one to fit my mutt in with me, though, huh? Yeah. Yeah. And I need like a motorcycle sidecar so I can take this one with me.
Yeah, I think my bicycle days are over.
Yeah.
Mine too. I don't think my rump could handle it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Oh,
Since I'm reactions, I had no fighters up for me.
Yep. Just like what was it running? It was this a little meme on Facebook. It says, "Run spelled backwards is nerf." That's a nerf from me. I am not running. I about died on that one. I thought it was funny. No, it said run spelled backwards is nerf. That's a nerf from me. Huh. Monkey.
You ladies, you think we need to call it tonight? Michelle's got to get up early in the morning.
Oh yeah. I got like a 10 to 12 hour round trip depending on how long it takes.
And I just keep yawning because I'm sleepy.
From all
Well, I
that
had a pretty
did.
decent nap earlier, so I'm roaring and ready to go, which
I
now
had
I'm not going to want to get up in the morning.
I had a cat nap too.
Yeah, I hate that when I do that because then I'm like, okay, I got to get up early in the morning. I got to go to bed early in the morning. And then I take a nap. I'm up till 4 a.m. and
Who was
I
that,
can't.
Rita? Who is that saying?
Doggle Ben was asking, Carrie, you must be northeast of downtown Toronto toward Pickering.
I'm outside of Toronto. It's in Scarborough, and Pickering is about another 25 minutes away from me.
And Maureen is saying, Michelle, it was very nice to meet you and everyone.
If we want to know,
Yeah.
the street, the road I'm on is Markham and Kingston Road.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you guys too. I feel a lot less creepy and stalky
Yeah.
actually participating
Well, you'll have to
in
come back.
the chat. So
We enjoy meeting. Sometimes there's names, but and we like to put faces with the names over in the chat. It's just nice to do that.
Sometimes we never know when Rita's going to come up.
You
yeah.
never, there are always pop-ups.
Yeah, mine. I'm just always I'm just always in chaos mode with all these little furries here just running around. So never know what's gonna happen. I don't know if they're gonna behave. I don't know if they're gonna be ripping everything down. They're just. I cannot wait for them to get old enough to calm down. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes
There.
I go live in the morning. Sometimes it's the afternoon. Sometimes it's night.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all the above.
Yeah. And I got my dad coming up. We're going to get my dad tomorrow, so I'm not really quite sure what my days are going to look like after I go and get dad and bring him up. So we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Hello, RV Quilt Quest. Now, what did she say her first name was? You remember?
No.
She told us because I asked it. I asked her what it was.
It was on my tongue. Now I lost it. Oh,
I am not good with names.
I can't even see the comments on mine. I can barely see my screen. My eyes are terrible.
RV Quilt, we've already forgot what you said your first name was. Aren't we awful? It's this gray hair, it makes
Somebody
us.
says Rhonda.
yeah,
Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Yay, y'all are good.
See, I had to think because my teacher's name was Rhonda.
maybe
my mother's
we'll remember.
name is Rhonda.
I probably didn't pay too much attention to it to really remember it,
I feel bad for not remembering, but anyway, y'all have to forgive me. I'm scatterbrained.
Well, you do remember a lot of them, Rita, because you say, "Oh, well, they're over, they're real far away. They're in Ireland. They're in Australia. They're, some of those you do remember."
I do remember some.
Oh yeah, before we go, Rita, I found the place where I said I was going to go down when the bad weather is over. Down, it's halfway downtown, but it's not quite downtown. It's on Danforth, and I found the shop. Guess what they have in their shop? Chickens.
Chickens, okay.
I'm gonna go get myself a bit of chicken block.
Oh, Jane said that's her first name, so that's how she remembered. All right. She had something.
So I found some fabric shop for what carries farm animals. So my next cutting squares will be farm animals.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be nice. Those will be fun to work with.
I like this fabric that Mona was showing today that she got. It's called Tea Party, I think,
Uh-huh.
was the
With
name
her-
of it. It was
I
real
think
pretty.
I've seen that one. Isn't it kind of like pinks and mints or something like that?
Yeah, and it's got some teapots in it.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Real pretty. At some
Now,
point.
My favorite
not-
color is green, so
Hobby-
I like the greens.
Hobby Lobby has some cute fabric with teapots on it.
Mhm.
I seen that last time I was there.
And she was showing a panel today that she got to go along with the fabric, and it had like some
Okay.
teapot. She's gonna make some different things with it.
Hmm.
She's talking about it.
Huh.
So
I went yesterday with my daughter to Michael's, and she loves Gilmore Girls. You know, that used to come on a few years back, and they had fabric.
our
Oh,
Michaels
And
doesn't carry fabrics.
You know what fabric
She,
I found online the other day? They have Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood fabric.
Yes,
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it.
Mr.
Yeah.
She
Rogers.
wanted me to
Yeah.
make her some
What you doing
pillows
here?
for her bed in
Hmm.
Gilmore Girls. So I told her, I said, okay, I'll make it, but you'll have to buy the pillow forms. I don't have any. She said, well, I'll buy the fabric too. She's the one that's the nurse, so she's got
Yeah.
plenty of money.
Mhm.
And so we bought the whole bolt.
Oh, the whole bowl. Mm.
Yes. It was only 8 yards, so
Our
it wasn't a lot.
Michael's in Oklahoma City has never carried fabric.
Okay,
No,
well,
I cannot stand how
this one
I
here
can't.
just started about a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, Michael's is supposed to be a hobby store. Okay,
Uh-huh.
just like Hobby Lobby, they're supposed to be an arts and
Yeah.
craft supply store.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody please explain to me when, why, where, and how they decided to turn into a home decor store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they have painting and they have, this and that, all kind of
Mm-hmm.
hobbies in there, but you would think they would carry some line of fabrics.
yes. No,
Right.
you go in there, they have some yarn, some beads, and then the rest is all like these already pre-made, like little knickknacks and little wall hangings and, pictures and letters. I mean, it's not even a craft store or a hobby store. It's more of a home. It's almost like a Home Depot for wall decor. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
My daughter
ridiculous.
says every
Carries
time she
fabric
goes
here.
in, she says every time she goes in Hobby Lobby, she gets in trouble.
But Hobby
She
Lobby
spends,
has lots
she
of
spends
fabric.
too much.
Huh.
Is what she
Joann's. I love
means.
Joann's. All right.
All right. We're fixing to call it a night.
All righty.
Till we meet again tomorrow or probably sometime tomorrow.
I'll probably do some sewing tomorrow too.
Yeah, me too. I'll be sewing again.
Me too. Kathy, you gonna sew tomorrow? Michelle, you
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
sew tomorrow? Well, no, you're driving. No, not you. You're not gonna. You gonna knit on your trip?
Yeah, I'm bringing my knitting. I was thinking about bringing my English paper piecing and doing some sewing, but I think it'd be a little too strenuous and probably give me a migraine if I'm trying to focus on those little tiny stitches while I'm driving. Or not driving, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, I think I just bring my knitting with me.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all be careful on the road tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here all day tomorrow, so
Think-
I will be sewing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here too.
We had rain all
the
day.
view of my dog.
So
Look at that.
I don't want to look at the weather here. And
Hey, Don Juan, you be good tomorrow. You be good.
right now it says light rain for the next hour.
Uh,
Okay.
And it's going to rain it's going to rain all night until 6 a.m.
Then it'll be moved into Arkansas by that time. And
Yeah.
be raining here.
Oh, we're gonna have rain and snow tonight.
Oh
Coming.
my.
Here we go. I'm
But
tired.
it's all clear after in the morning. It'll rain all night, but then in the morning it's going to quit about 6 and then not have any more rain.
Last
Well,
night,
that front that you're talking about, Sheila's coming towards us.
Yeah.
It is. We'll just go right on across the south.
Yep, it goes right across.
But yeah, it's going to be up like in the 55 to 64 degree weather all next week. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna-
the temperatures are not going to be cold. I don't know when the next cold's coming, but
Yeah,
it's going
It'll
to be
be
bad.
nice. So at least it won't be ice or snow. So.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, Chad. Good night,
Okay.
ladies. I'm ending
night,
this.
everybody.
All right.
Good night.
Good
Good night,
night.
ladies.